evening, Cyber friends. This is Mitty Man coming back at you from Walker's Music with yet another word for the day. Sunday night edition. It's been an unusual day, people. I must say it's been a very, very unusual day. My recording computer broke down on me. I got to fix it. So we thank God that we was able to finish the little project up with my newly found young lady, Miss Tiffany Brown. We did a lot of recording on yesterday, and we was able to get some stuff done, and we looking forward to working with Tiffany in the months to come. We got a lot of work ahead of us. We thank God for that. We giving you shout out to the YouTube fam from Baby Justice all the way up to Big Papa JT as well as Mama JT. Y'all know what time it is. And till the End Time Harvest Gang, Brother LA from Kingdom Knowledge, and also our favorite internet pastor, Elder Michael G. McCrae. Also, Brother Johnny McCrae out of Troy, Alabama, his wife, Evangelist Janet McCrae, powerful preachers. And we just give God, we thank God for all of you and all of our contacts at Facebook and Blog Talk, our Blog Talk friends and family. I call them family. We just say we're loyal supporters from Lady D on down. Lady D, Brother JT, Sister Maria, Brother Marquise, and Brother P.B. Drawn, everybody, K-Ray and Brother Chiron. We give God praise for you. And we thank God for each and every one of you. Hang in there. Hang in there. That's what Mitty Man's word is for tonight. It's to just hang in there. And I just want to I want to revert back, people. I do this a lot. And forgive old Mitty Man. I do a lot of reflecting back because I have a lot of time to think, and I be alone most of the time, and I spend a lot of alone time. So I think and read a lot. But nevertheless, I want to mention something about a movie I watched back in the early 70s. Back in the early 70s. And let me first tell everybody that I got another little passion of mine was the martial arts. I did love the martial arts, and I was in martial arts when I was in college, and partly in the military, Taekwondo. And I got pretty good, but I was always a big fan of Bruce Lee. And also, I used to love any kind of martial art movie, anything of the martial arts, especially with Jim Kelly, Bruce Lee, and all of them, Chuck Norris. But one of my favorite actors of all time, I believe, and I really mean this, one of my favorite actors, and he knew some martial arts. He was well instructed, I believe. I never really took the time to find out, but I believe no one could act like that. I don't believe no one could act like that unless they really did have some martial arts experience. That was Tom McLaughlin. And I used to love his movie, Billy Jack, all the series of Billy Jack. And it was one song in particular that, and what I'm saying, because of the season we're in, peace on earth, goodwill toward men. And I know now, y'all know where I'm coming from about this video. I'm speaking about the song that came from Billy Jack, the 110 Soldier. And I'm quite sure that a lot of the younger ones may not know anything about this, other than reading about it, probably listening to some old movies as you would to see the old movie. But if you listen to the song about the 110 Soldiers, it's a story about two people. The mountain people, which was portrayed as more of a friendly, peaceful type of people, and the valley people more warlike. And it was about a treasure that the mountain people had on the mountain, buried up on a rock. The valley people found out, they knew about this here treasure, they wanted it for themselves. The mountain people, they were willing to compromise, they were willing to meet with the valley people. They said that we could share it. They told them they would be willing to share the treasure. But like most of us do, we just take things in our own hands without knowledge. And we just go running with it and just start judging things without looking into things. Valley people wanted, and greed and selfishness, they wanted it all for themselves. So what they did, seeing that they were warlike people, they made war with the mountain people, killed every one of them, killed them all. This is what this song is about. And so once they got to the mountain, they found the rock. They turned the rock over, and all it said up under the rock, which was the treasure, peace on earth was all it said. And so the very thing that they killed for, and it's ironic. So people, I'm saying this here, in this here season we're living in, people are just so quick to judge. They are so quick to judge you. They are quick to judge me. But it's a different story when it comes to them. They don't want anybody to judge them. People, let me tell you something. The Bible tells us we do reap what we sow. And so therefore, if you have a problem with X, Y, Z, we can understand that. But I feel like let's be like the mountain people. Let's be willing to meet and to compromise and to reach an agreement peacefully. Let's reach peacefully our differences and not go about and talk about one another, dig ditches for one another, scandalize each other's names and whatnot. And people, we must let us do this. Let us stop assuming things. Remember, I told you when you assume. This is an unusual word for the day. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Spell it. ASSUME. You make an ass out of you and me when you assume. Don't assume. Don't assume. We must know. We must know what we're. Try to know the facts before you try to give an opinion about things and make folks say stuff that they didn't say. Sometimes you can hear stuff not what you think you're hearing. You got to know both sides of the story, both sides of the spectrum before you draw a conclusion on it. It's a silly person that draws a conclusion before they know both sides. That's just all me, the man, gonna say. And with that being said, remember, this is peace on earth. This season is peace on earth. Goodwill toward men. Let us not be like the valley people in that song from 110 Soldier. Let's be like the mountain people. Let's try to make peace with all brethren and all men. With that being said, this is Mitty Man saying we hope all of you have a very Merry Christmas and a most prosperous new year. And may your May 2013 be great for everybody in question. And I do mean everybody in question. Remember, what do you get? Whatever you get to get into, if God is not in it, what we're going to do, come on out of it. This is Mitty Man saying peace.